had an employee working here, and through a period of time, he paid that amount.
How much was that? Do you remember?
About $6,500, I think I told him.
Well, I don't remember doing any false.
After suspicions continued growing, he was finally questioned about money disappearing from the register, but he denied stealing anything and claimed he had permission to take what was removed. Despite his explanation, security cameras allegedly captured activity that painted a far more troubling picture and immediately caught the attention of both management and investigators. From January through April of 2025, employees at an auto parts store in Belle Glade, Florida, noticed cash repeatedly vanishing under suspicious circumstances with no clear explanation. As the losses continued adding up and eventually passed $6,000, the store manager realized the situation could no longer be ignored and decided it was time to investigate what was really happening behind the scenes.
We working here, and through a period of time, he was stealing money. But we do collections, with other people. Right. They buy the parts and they pay us a day later or 2 days later.
Right.
So things happen like that. And what was happening is that money was not adding up a lot, so I had to take my time. So then what I had to do is I had to grab the money from other days to finish up, my deposits. And then I started to realize that more money was missing. So I had to make a couple of changes. And then after that, I had to start watching the cameras. And then I'm realizing that this staff was stealing money every night that he was working. He was going into the drawer and packing the money and then going, or he was doing transactions. Ghost transactions, kind of like I can say, where like he will return the parts that the customer had just previously bought that day, and then he was packing the money.
And when did this start?
Honestly, boss, like right now I have big videos. Like I said, he worked like 5 days a week. So I have seen videos probably up to maybe 2 months, 3 months, but he's been working for the company for 3 years. But the biggest changes just happened now, which was not just the money, but he was doing that with the products. Like he was not charging the people the money and then not giving the customers just giving the product. So you will not be able to see that because the transaction is not there. But we were missing my merchandise. So then we started to look into it, but that's really hard to find out how it's done. And then, but now everything makes sense when I caught him in the video where he will sell, for example, he sold 2 wiper blades, right? Maybe $20. But then before he left, he will return the wiper blades. And I have the two invoices. He will return the wiper blades. Nobody's here, and then he will grab the $20 and then it's pocket. And then he will grab more than that, and then just put the receipt saying that the customer returned it. So now we're short the money, and then we're short the product.
Gotcha.
So then that's what. And then when I confronted him, I do have a recording. I confronted him. He agreed that he was gonna pay me the money within 3 weeks. And I'm telling you this because I give him an opportunity to pay the money. I didn't wanna go to this. He just told me he can pay. He said he doesn't have the money. He's not gonna pay. So then he broke the verbal contract that we have. I have it recorded. I have the videos, and then that's the reason why I just spoke with my boss. My boss said, call the police, get it done, because it's.
So when did it, you got any like receipts of the transactions, or
I can pull them through like that's how I was doing. I think I have some here, but give me 1 second. That's how I end up watching the videos because I started to see something that it was like kind of like not obvious, but then like a 4:45, 5 o'clock when everybody leaves, it was just 2 people, him and the other person. He would return it. Then that didn't start to make sense, so I started to watch that, and that's how I caught some of the videos. But then you saw the times where like maybe my assistant manager will be with him on a Saturday. He will go to get something and he will go to the drawer and he will pack the money. He does have the videos. Let me call him. We can show the videos.
Well, we're gonna need you to dig because this is serious. And we need all the receipts. Take your time.
Okay.
How much money are we talking about?
700. No, 65 or 7K. Talking about 67,000. But the problem is, this is the situation. There's 8 people working here, and we can use anybody's code. So it was not Josie's code. by these other people's code that have been used to return things. So like that's why it's difficult for me to pinpoint everything. But the money that is missing and the money that he agreed to pay, it was 65. I think it was 6,500.
Now, the agreement you have with him, unfortunately, that part is civil. The moment you start making agreements with him that he's going to pay you. Now, what you know for sure, that's what we need. What you know for sure that attached to him.
Okay, I can pull everything that I have, and all the returns that he
Those don't
has.
have to be collected now. Because they need, we're talking about months worth of evidence.
Yeah, if
They
you have
need to
something
get them
now,
together.
Yeah, we have something now.
I need a sworn statement of what you're telling me, and I can send you a link if you have any video. I'm gonna send you a link. You can send it to the video.
Not a problem. Well, usually, I will have to look at the videos and I have to write the dates.
Now, the $6,000 you mentioned, is that what you can pinpoint to that particular person?
That's the money that we're missing for my whole collection since he's been here.
Now, you told me some of them you're not able to prove it's him because people have
Because
been
like I said, because we can,
codes.
but that's the amount that we're short. That's the amount that I can say it was him because he's he's the only one that has been caught stealing, and nobody else has.
They don't work like that.
I don't know how to, but that's the amount.
Yeah, it's gonna be what you know he did.
Yeah.
Okay, but the thing, that's what I was trying to say. Like,
So if you,
I have the videos, but in the videos it shows like he grabs money, but we can't really see how much money he's grabbing. But I see the transactions that he's returning. I have those. The thing is that he was let go before. He was let go before because he was coming in late, again. At that time, money was being missing, so he got let go. I let him go.
Right.
And then he promised me, he swore to me that, he was going to be on time, that he was going to be better. At that time, money was not being missing. But,
Right.
we were already had a shortage. So he came back a couple of months afterwards.
That's
and I
fine.
guess that's when he decided to go ballistic and, take as much as he could. And that's the reason why he got caught. So,
okay, now who is the alleged suspect? The person.
his name is Leonardo Flores.
And how long has he worked here?
He's worked here, sir, for I think about maybe 3 years.
3 years.
Yes, sir.
And when did you notice?
We've been short money for a while, but I never expected, that he was him.
As concerns inside the store continued increasing, investigators eventually narrowed their focus to one employee named Leonardo Flores, who became the primary suspect in the growing case. When deputies returned to the business on May 8th, the store manager handed over surveillance footage that reportedly showed several questionable incidents occurring on different days across multiple months. Authorities said the recordings consistently appeared to involve the same employee, which further strengthened suspicions that the missing cash was part of a repeated pattern taking place inside the store over time.
And the receipts for the returns, does it have an employee login that you can
Yes.
say that it's him?
Yes. So most of the ones that I pull out right now is under his name.
Under his name.
Yes,
Okay.
he says he has his initials and he has the time that he did it.
Uh-huh.
I cannot account and I cannot 100% say sure that he didn't do it on the other people's name
names?
because we do not have passwords. So it could have been done on the other people's name as well.
Okay.
But the ones that I did print out for evidence are under his name.
Okay, and those are the ones that we have video showing the
Correct.
actual non-returns of stuff that he said that was
Correct.
returned. Okay. All right. You spoke to his father and him recently about this before you called law enforcement.
Correct.
And you were able to let them know, hey, I'm going to record this just for, my records so we can get this passed. You recorded on your cell phone. And during that conversation, when you confronted him and his dad, is there anything else you can think of that you want to add to this interview, this statement about this whole case?
Yes, I did ask my staff. I did ask my staff, and this is why I'm asking him for the whole amount. I did ask my staff because my staff did tell me, everybody that closed with him, that every day or mostly every night that they closed, he was always getting money. He was always saying returns. Sometimes they give him the money, sometimes they didn't. They say that they find it suspicious, and that's the reason why some things came to my ear because of my staff. That he was every night he was saying that he needed to give the money or needed money or things like that. He always had something to take out of the drawer, and that was a closing time.
Okay, so your staff working with him during closing, they would notice that he would say, hey, somebody made a return, I got to give them the money, can we get the money out of the register to go give them the money?
Correct.
And then he'd leave the store with the money and there's never anybody who needed the money.
Exactly.
He was just pocketing it.
Exactly.
Okay.
So my staff, I asked them, my staff, confirmed it, because like I said, I have it on the video.
Right.
They confirmed it, and they told me, because, I have audio on some of the cameras and one of the cameras.
Right.
But, sometimes you cannot hear when he says, that it was for his friends, for his dad, or for
Right.
anybody that he was getting the money. But the staff did confirm, and everybody that has interacted with him has confirmed that it was the same story all the time.
Investigators said surveillance cameras appeared to show Flores repeatedly approaching the cash registers near closing time while secretly removing money and trying not to attract attention from coworkers nearby. Authorities also claim the footage captured him concealing receipts, creating distractions around other employees, and at times walking out of the store while still holding cash in his hand. As suspicion surrounding the case continued growing, officers interviewed several employees who worked alongside Flores to collect more information and better understand the pattern of activity allegedly taking place inside the business over many weeks.
Investigating an employee theft that occurred over about 4 or 5 month time frame. During a couple of these incidences, I do see that you were an employee present during the time frame of these thefts happening. How well do you know Leo?
I would say we were good friends.
Good
We
friends?
are good friends.
Good friends, okay.
Yeah.
How long have you worked with him?
Well, let's see. Well, since I got here, he was here.
He was already here, so about 2 years.
Yeah, and then he got laid off, and then he came back.
Okay. This incident, you're here in the store with Leo. Do you remember these incidences if you look back?
Towards closing?
Yeah, so you and him would close together.
Right.
He prints something on the printer. You see him messing on the computer, and then he prints something to the printer. He takes it off the printer. I guess you start counting the drawer. He comes over to you with what I believe is a return receipt. And do you remember what he tells you or anything he tells you about?
Anything. I don't.
Is this a common practice to bring a return receipt
No.
to the register and take the amount that the return is for out and get the cash and then leave the store with it?
No.
Have you ever seen any other employees do that?
No.
Okay, so this is the only time you've seen somebody do this was when Leo was doing it.
I didn't even know that he was doing that because I started paying attention. As you see, he starts talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of like distracts me a little.
Right.
I noticed, when I started to realize what was going on. And then he starts like doing whatever he starts doing. He starts talking to me, and then I have to count the money again, and I get a little distracted.
That's you?
Yeah.
And then that's another employee?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So this day, I'm going to skip to the part where, do you recognize this person here?
Yeah.
Okay, who's that?
That's Leo.
Leo, okay. And he's an employee who works with you too?
Yeah.
Or used to? So when you close the store, do you count the money in the register usually?
Yeah, I count the money.
Okay. Do you remember when Leo approached you when you were counting the money in the register and he was trying to take some money out of the register during that time frame?
Yeah, I remember
Right here.
one time that he asked me if I already count all the money.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, why? And I asked him why. And he said, because he need to return some stuff that his dad already buy and he returned. And he need to take the money to him.
Okay.
And I don't feel anything weird in that moment because sometimes we do return of the customer,
Mm-hmm.
and he took the money and that was all, and I continued counting the money.
Okay. So he took a return receipt off the printer and he came to you while you're counting the money in the drawer and he's taking money out of the drawer.
Yeah.
Do you know how much he took out or?
I
You don't remember? Okay.
Yeah, because he was talking to me. He was trying, I don't
Distract
know.
you? So he's talking to you,
Yeah.
and then he's taking the money while he's talking to you, so
yeah.
you're not paying attention what he's taking.
Exactly.
But it's clear that he did take money out of the register. So he said that it was a return for his father because of one of the parts.
But,
Is that sound about right?
Investigators claimed Flores appeared to rely on different distraction techniques to keep coworkers occupied, while store money allegedly continued disappearing during his shifts. Authorities believed the repeated behavior suggested a carefully planned pattern intended to prevent employees from noticing what was happening around the registers. But once Flores was arrested and brought in for questioning, he reportedly pushed back against the accusations and offered his own version of events, which sharply conflicted with the evidence investigators believed they had uncovered.
I just need to get a quick statement from you over at the office. Do you have an idea what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
All right. If you want to just throw some shoes on, and we'll go. This deputy will take you over to the office, and we'll go talk about it more.
We're gonna go all the way to the office?
Yeah, we have to do it by the books, you know. So, you just get some shoes on. We'll go over there and knock this out.
You gotta go?
They just want to talk to me.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this deputy will take you up there, and I'll meet you over at the office. Your first name, sir, is Leonardo.
Yeah.
Your last name?
Flores.
Flores. So, Mr. Flores, having these rights that I just read to you in your mind right now, do you want to talk to me about this case that your name's been brought up in?
I'd like to know.
Okay. So, you were formerly employed with the company Glades Auto Parts,
Yeah.
correct? How long did you work there?
3.5 years.
3.5 years? Was that
Well, when I came back, it was probably like 4 months, 3 months.
So you worked originally and then left?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you came back and worked?
I came back and worked for a little bit more.
Okay. Do you know of any false returns that were made?
False returns, no.
Do you know what a false return I'm referring to? Like, you know what it is?
No.
It's these return receipts here. Your user login is LF is for your first and last, right? So your boss started noticing that money was missing every day from the money drops. So he started doing a little investigation to see why there was just money every day. Usually he says that sometimes you could catch it, it's an account that hasn't been paid here, but every day it was giving him a heads up. So he started digging into, okay, maybe the employees are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. He wasn't accusing anybody of theft. He just thought maybe it was a mistake. But by looking through, he did find that there was a lot of transactions, you were doing returns, but the product wasn't being put back into the product database, basically. So he started looking into your returns, and some of these returns, you're doing returns on the computer when there's no customers in the store. And then you're taking the money from the register and you're putting it in your pocket. This is your time to talk. So let me hear why you're doing this stuff, man.
Well, I don't remember doing any false returns at all. And everything from the cores, that's all I know about the cores.
The cores, what are you referring to?
He's told me about the battery cores.
Battery cores.
I don't know if he's talked to you about that, but he's told everybody else that battery cores, whoever works on the car, gets to keep the battery core.
So you mean like a replacement battery?
Yeah. So whenever a customer comes and gives us the old battery, we they either get the $15 back for saving the on the battery, or if we put their car battery on, then we get that.
So you're saying every time that you've taken money from the register and put it in your pocket is from battery cores?
Well, I'm not saying that it took money out, but everything is on the system. Everything that is on the ticket. If you guys look at the time where he showed me a video where it was like he seen that $15 was taken out.
Okay.
That same time on his system, it states that was a core taken out. And back then, what I used to do, I used to put the receipt right at the camera.
Okay.
And show them, like, this is the receipt. I used to do when I started getting the course. But now he's saying that his it's not legal, I guess. I don't know, but if it's not legal, you know, Sylvester also, and also Marvin keeps the cores. So I'm like, what's the? Now you're gonna tell me that the cores are not liable? Now you're gonna tell me the cores are theft? After he explained to us.
That every employee knows that?
Yeah. He's talked to us in the meetings about that.
Okay. So he's told you and everybody else that you guys work on a car, you can keep the core battery to do the return on? Basically to get that, what is it, $15, $17?
I think it's like 17.
Can you explain you doing a return for something that's not in the product? When they go back and do inventory, there's no inventory of any of this stuff that you've returned?
I'm pretty sure that stuff there that is, well, I guess, falsely. It's all on tickets that I have open.
Mm-hmm.
And every ticket that I have open, I have a page loading.
You're talking about
So it's crazy how it's
the open tickets.
He tells me that we can have open tickets, but it's crazy not saying that it's false or if it's false returns or anything.
Well, I'm telling you what he told me, that nobody's ever been told that they can keep core batteries, that the core money's supposed to go towards the company.
Wow. Okay.
So, you're saying he told you that?
He told the whole guy. He told us he has meetings.
Right. He told me about weekly meetings, but
yeah.
he didn't. He mentioned that nobody was told anything about keeping cores, and that the core money is supposed to go towards the. I know. It's what he's telling me as a business manager and as a victim of this crime right now. So all these, I have 5 different transactions over a 4-month period that he was able to provide me with video evidence. You pretty much print out a receipt on the printer, which is right here, correct? Printer here.
Yeah.
You print out a receipt, you go over, you rip it in half, and you take money out of the register. Or if somebody else is at the register, you ask them for the money.
Well, we rip it in half. That means that one goes into the box, the one we keep, and one I take. This is my receipt.
Okay.
And that's the cores. And it's also crazy saying that he's missing money, but since everything's on the system,
Mm-hmm.
that those $17 are on the system that we're taking out for a core. So I don't understand how is he gonna say that there's money missing on the accounts, but it's all on the computer.
You're saying all the other employees are aware of this core battery return?
Yeah.
That.
And the thing is,
do other employees do the core battery refunds and keep the money?
Sylvester and Marvin himself, when they change the battery.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's crazy. And I'm like, how you gonna tell me now that when I change the battery, you gonna say I can't keep it? I can't.
Right.
Or nobody can keep it.
All right. Is there anybody who can vouch for him telling you that?
There is, but like I don't really want them to like
Get involved.
Not that.
What'd you leave for when you first got hired? What'd you leave for? The first time, and then you came back again. What was the reason you left for the first time?
I was trying to look for another job at the same time. Mostly due to tardiness.
Tardiness?
Yeah.
Okay, so they didn't catch you stealing from the register and fire you?
No, it was tardiness.
Alright, why would they tell me that they caught you stealing the first time and they had to let you go for that? You were taking money from the register.
He said that too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
On my report on my app, it says that I was let go for tardiness.
What app, like?
Flex check flex or something like that.
Okay.
Following a lengthy investigation, Leonardo Flores was eventually arrested by authorities in connection with the ongoing case involving missing money from the auto parts store. Investigators later charged him with scheme to defraud, involving losses under $20,000, as well as an additional petty theft charge tied to the repeated disappearance of cash from the business over several months.